So we're seeing reports that the new Guardians of the Galaxy coaster at Walt Disney World is getting people sick. It might be the spinning action or the Florida heat, but so Fox 5 New York said since early previews started for the ride, lots of guests have complained about getting motion sickness after experiencing it, and this issue seems to have continued into the ride's official opening. This is coming from them quoting Inside the Magic. Epcot staff are reportedly handing out barf bags to nauseated riders. The screen-based ride rotates 360 degrees and launches in reverse. It is attracting big crowds and rave reviews from many fans on Twitter since it opened on Friday. So, Don, do you get sick from rides?
There are some, yeah. And as you get older, the spinning rides, make you feel that way. My daughter and her fiance, they're at Disney World as we do this podcast, and she said it was a phenomenal attraction, one of the best that she's ever experienced. She did warn me. She said, "But for you, Dad," she said, "I don't know if you'd be able to handle the spinning, aspect of it. You might feel a little sick." I think some of this gets overblown a little bit because it's the world we live in today with social media, where you might not have seen that 10, 15 years ago, those kind of stories, but. I think it's just, what your body can handle. And I don't think it's any different than riding any other kind of spin ride that's out there.
Yeah, I agree. Would you, if you were in charge of, choosing the rides for Disney World, would you take the heat into consideration? Because I've never really gotten sick from a ride before, but I feel like if it was 100 degrees and humid, like it is often in Orlando, that may be a contributing factor. I mean, if you're dehydrated anyway or something, I mean, does that matter, do you think?
I don't know that it would happen like that. I mean, you would see that on other rides if it was heat related that they have there. Even rides like the Dumbo attraction, that, people do feel a little nauseous sometimes when they're going round and round like that. So I don't know that the heat's so much a big thing, but I think too, the more that people hear about that kind of, thing happening or whatever, it puts something in your mind. You start to think about it when you go
I
through there.
my thought exactly, but my thought is people don't know it's a spinning coaster, and
Yeah.
then if they know that they can't handle that sort of thing, they may just be inclined not to ride it, but they don't know that
Right.
going in. So I think we can agree
I
that
would ride it though. I mean, I would do it, even though I know that I don't handle those kind of rides as well anymore. I would still want to experience that. So I don't put too much stock in those kind
right.
of stories
Well,
where there's little things to write about it.
it's also not a scrambler. It doesn't spin the whole time. So
Right.
I really think that it's just people that can't take much of a spinning action. And when you have tens of thousands of people riding every day, eventually you're gonna have a couple dozen that get sick from it. Just
Yeah, I mean,
statistically
I have the heads
speaking.
up right there where it says that's going to happen, and the more people you have riding it, the more it's going to happen.
Yeah. So I guess we're kind of agreeing that it'll probably solve itself, really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ryan, the new Walt